We use the term we have a broad portfolio, and we think that's a real asset. We know that's a real asset because what you learn in one industry can inform how you do things in another. For example, we do heavy industrial work. How does that relate to a bank or a school? We learn a lot of best practices in terms of economy of construction type, speed of construction, time is money. So when we can design similarly in schools, we can save the district money and time. I like the word adaptive reuse. When we can find a new purpose and a new use for an existing historic building, old building, however you want to call it, that's a win. Saves the building, repurposes it, gives it new life. That's a win. We'll use the example of the Performing Arts Center for the El Dorado schools. A 1930s building. It was originally built as a junior college and high school. A wonderful Art Deco auditorium. Lots of great detail around the building. But it really was not serving its educational use any longer. It sat vacant for several years as they tried to get it on the market, sell. What could it be converted into? We began to talk about what the building could be in terms of a performing arts center. How do we save what is the iconic feature for the community, which is the auditorium? How do we save that? Well, the solution was to tear down part of it, save a lot of the detailing, reinstall it, and the result is a building that you can hardly tell has been altered. Some really unique spaces that are going to serve the community, quite frankly, for many, many more years.
Well, the Butler County Annex was a project that actually started back in the late 60s when John Prigmore, the founder of this firm, designed the Judicial Center for Butler County. It was a decisively unique building to the time and the context. Built in the late 60s, it utilized forms that were current, and I have no doubt were very much what the county commission wanted at the time. And so the county was trying to determine what to do with the 1960s era judicial center, and they were prepared to tear it down and build something new in its place. Vince actually spent a tremendous amount of time with the commission talking through options, and he put together a sketch, went over and presented his idea of how to repurpose that original judicial center, and we were able to cast a vision for what that building might become, to appreciate its context, to appreciate the historical value of the original courthouse, the new judicial center to the south, and to utilize that building in a way that just hadn't been thought of before, and went back with a completely different palette of materials that were much more in context with the historic courthouse. Red brick, cast stone in a limestone color, and really just rethought what the building could be. And the results are remarkable. It's how you imagine a building full of courtrooms becoming a building for planning and zoning and public works. All the while, the exact same building that came out of the ground in 1966 remains inside of a completely different face.